Southern Ontario, June 25th. So I saw a clip. Whoops! I was watching a channel covering what's going on in Europe, and he played a clip of Jordan Peterson, and I think Jordan Peterson is a brilliant dude. I would not lock horns with him in any sense, really. I mean, here's a man who searches for small words that the rest of us can understand when he's talking about something. Now, I'm not saying I agree with absolutely everything the man ever has or will say, but by and large, I got to respect the fella. Anyways, Peterson had said in this clip that the European podcaster had that in Canada we have to be slow and it's going to take 4 or 5 years with protests and the next election and this and that to turn things around. And then he said something to the effect of, well, look, the win in the Netherlands took years. Well, 2 points here where I disagree with Jordan Peterson. Seems to me that the farmers' protests that resulted in a shift to the right in who was and is elected in the Netherlands. Well, they started the farmers' protests after our protest in Ottawa, the Freedom Convoy. You may recall in the early days of the farmers' protests, they were waving a lot of flags. And there was a lot of talk on world media that the convoy in Canada, in Ottawa, had served as inspiration to some extent. Don't let me try to paint the convoy as the hero of the world, but it was in the eyes of the world. So I kind of disagree with Peterson's timeline, but what I really disagree with is we don't have 4 or 5 years to straighten this country out. I don't think we have until the next scheduled election, which is 1.25 years away from now. So I'm sorry, Mr. Peterson, I don't agree with you. And in summation, hey, it's my channel, I get to ramble and swat at flies. Sign the petition, E5024, to call for a non-confidence, to call for an election. Consider signing Jane Schnarf's petitions to call for treason on Trudeau. And on July 1st, and I do believe the protests will only be starting then, the Take Back Canada protests, well, get out and wave a flag if you can. We got to pile straws on Trudeau's camel's back, if you will. Anyways, ramble done.